Hey, welcome to Chaplain Moments, Doctor's Call. Why do we call it that? Well, I'm a chaplain. I'm Chaplain John Ring. Been a chaplain with the Bluffton Police Department for 15 years. Been a chaplain with the fire department. I am no longer with the fire department. I was there with them for 12 years. I've been a corporate chaplain for 6 years and actually about 12 years. So I consider myself a chaplain more than anything. Why doctor's call? Because the Bible says the Lord comes for those who are sick. Part of these devotions are about realizing we're sick. We're sick because that's what sin does to us. It makes us sick. So we have to look at the Bible and see how do we deal with it. And this month, the theologians said the Bible could be broken down into different categories. And this month, we're looking at what does the Bible have to say about love. Just four short verses in this time. Actually, it's about 8 verses because we did 4 verses in 1 Corinthians 13. See, I've got to get it right. That my mind is working overtime. But today, what we're doing is we're looking at Romans 13:8, a very interesting verse where Paul writes, "Owe no one anything except to love each other. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law." What a beautiful verse. Owe no man anything. That's the first thing. Because once we start to owe people, it affects love. It just does. I don't even like to take a gift over to somebody's house when I go visit it for the first time, because that means they have to bring a gift to us. Owe no man anything except to love each other, to love them. So in other words, no matter what happens out there, love them. So you're in Walmart. The lady comes and hits your cart, and she's looking up, but she can't reach the top shelf, and that's what she wants. What are we to do? We're to lay down our life for them. We're not to be rude and ignorant. Maybe help them get what they need off the top shelf, because maybe that's the way they need to experience love. And maybe if they experience that love, they can understand more about it. Maybe they'll even ask you about it. Because in Peter, we see, be prepared to give an answer for the hope that you have. Be prepared with gentleness and respect. Be prepared for the. Who's going to ask you a question? They'll ask you a question if you're functioning differently, if you're functioning out of love. So don't know one anything except to love them. That way, the only thing they owe you back is love. For the one who loves has fulfilled the law. I love that part of the verse. So the law, thou shalt not steal, is to love your neighbors. See, Jesus said that he was asked, what's the greatest commandment there is? And he says, well, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second's close to it, to love your neighbors. You would want to be loved. He looked at the 10 Commandments and didn't look at them as rules. He looked at them as acts of love. Don't steal. Why? Because it's stealing from someone you love. You don't steal from people you love. Don't lie to them. Well, you don't lie to people you love. Don't murder them. You don't murder somebody you love. Don't bear false witness. That's lying. Don't do that. Don't envy after them. See, there's a commandment that has no real law about it. The only one who knows that they're envying is you. Not to envy after. Not that. Well, they got a new car. I wish I could get a new car. Wonder how could they afford a new car? That's ridiculous. By loving them. Hey, nice car. Glad you're able to get it. You have fulfilled the law. You now have fulfilled the law, not just in checking off the blank, but now in the spirit of the law. That's what it means to love someone. To not do those deadly commandments against them, but instead to rejoice with them, enjoy them, build them up. Because why? Because that's what we're supposed to do to people. The Bible's full of verses on love. These are just 4 that I've chosen. Jesus is all about that. Jesus came down out of heaven, walks amongst us, and still went to the cross for us. Man, walk with me for a couple of days and you ain't going to die for me, that's for sure. Why? Because of his love. This is how we know what love is, that Christ laid down his life for us. Wow. I sometimes can't believe that Christ loves me so much that he would die for me. I'm but a worm. I'm just thankful he loves worms. Hey, listen, if this has meant something to you, drop me a line. John at hopelowcountry.org. That's John at hopelowcountry.org. Drop me a line. Let me know what you're getting from this devotional. I hope you got today to love one another. Why? Because this is the way of Christ. And how? By being patient, kind, not envious or boastful, not being arrogant or rude. Not insisting on your own way. Not being irritable or resentful. Not rejoicing in wrongdoing, but rejoicing in truth. But why? Because love covers a multitude of sins. Is there any other reason? Yeah. Because you then are fulfilling the law. The law that says thou shalt not is not rules to keep so that you don't go to prison, so that you love your neighbor as you would want to be loved. It's amazing stuff. Hey, thanks for being with us. Next week we start into December, the Christmas week month. Oh boy, we're going to be looking at suffering. Interesting. We're going to be looking at suffering during the Christmas month. It's sometimes suffering to go through Christmas, is it not? But we're going to be looking at suffering next month. So join me as we look at that on Mondays all the way through December. I think Christmas is on a Monday this year, so you can start your Christmas day off by being with us here, or you can catch us on Tuesday, or Wednesday, or any other day of the week. Hey, thanks for just listening. Thanks for being a part of this. Appreciate it. Have a great week.